Hi everyone, this is Caroline and this is Matthias. We're going to do a home yoga workout at home. We're going to clean this up in a second. This is all about external rotation and extension, especially in the hips. So the exact opposite to sitting in a chair cross-legged the whole day. Flexing, so this is all about opening, extending and outward rotation. Enjoy, have fun! So get yourself ready. For this one, you need a sticky mat, a yoga mat, or just a sticky floor. And we're using yoga blocks in this one. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can also use a book. Sometimes I use my water bottle for it. So let's start. Stand in the front of your mat with your feet parallel. Ground your feet. Roll your shoulders backwards, crown of the head reaching all the way up. And now focus on your feet, ground your heels into the ground, outer heel, outer arches, and then your big toe mounds are grounding. Deep breath in here and exhale. And with the next inhale, draw the arms overhead, relax your shoulders, bend your knees some, and then fold forward, nose to the knee, relax your neck. A little bit of releasing of the hamstrings here, easing into our first forward fold. Remember to ground your heels, outer arches, big toe mound, and try to already rotate your whole leg from the hip slightly outwards, engaging your glutes a little bit. Then bend your knees, ground your hands, right leg is shooting backwards into low lunge. And you can massage a little bit over your first toe mound, mobilizing your toes. Release your hips downwards, and with the next inhale, come up into Warrior One, release the shoulders. And now be aware of the rotation of your legs. Try to rotate your front knee slightly outwards, prevent it from sagging in, and make sure that your back heel is facing towards the sky. This is our first easy warm-up, sun salutation. And with your next exhale, bring the arms back onto the mat, middle fingers are parallel, stepping back into your plank. Stay here for a little while, draw the navel in, engage those legs, shoot those heels out, and then slowly exhale, chest to the floor, little cobra or big cobra or upward facing dog as you like. Inhale, chest comes up, and exhale, we're pushing back into downward facing dog. Hips draw to the sky or ceiling. The chest is reaching towards the floor, and your hands are grounded, middle fingers are parallel, shoulders open. Then step forward with the right leg. Shoot the left heel backwards, low lunge. Drop those heels, breathe deeply. Then check your legs and your leg rotation. Make sure that your front knee stays out so that your front heel stays on the ground. Then inhale, draw the arms overhead, relax those shoulders. Nice shooting back off the back left heel, and make sure that your foot stays upright. Both the front and the back leg tend to drift, sometimes out, sometimes in, depending on your nature. So make sure you're controlling your legs. Then step forward, forward bend, nose to the knee, relax those hamstrings, then bend the knee some, roll yourself up into standing. Inhale, draw the arms overhead, relax those shoulders, stand tall and proud, ground your heels, and reach out from the crown of the head towards the ceiling, relaxing those shoulders. And here we go. Next inhale, Arms come overhead, bend the knees some, bend forward, nose to the knee, and relax into that forward fold. Relax your head and your neck. Check where you are with the rotation of your legs. Do you touch the ground with your outer arches? Then step backwards into your plank position. Engage your core, draw the navel in, narrow your hip points. Now pull the crown of your head forward, pull those two heels backwards, legs stay parallel. So check the orientation of your legs, then exhale, chest towards the floor, inhale, low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog, and then inhale, draw the chest up, exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. Then march with the left leg to the middle, inhale, right leg shoots up, down dog split. Engage all the way into your foot. Try to rotate your flying leg slightly outwards from the hip. So you should feel a slight tension in the inside of your right butt cheek. That's rotating the leg outwards. So the toes are pointing outwards. Very good. You got this. Then step forward with the right leg into your low lunge. And now we're anchoring our back foot 45 degrees so that you can anchor your outer arch on the ground. Then pull yourself up into warrior two. So the chest and the hip is facing into the same direction. And now be really careful of the orientation of your front knee. Front knee is pulling out towards your pinky toe. And now ground your back heel, ground the outside of your back foot, the outer arch. Now try to relax your shoulders. Lower the shoulders down, reach through the crown of your head. You got this. Then windmill forward, both legs on the ground. Bring your back heel up so that you're back on your toe mound, so the heel is up in the air. And now ground your left hand and reach your right hand all the way up to the sky or ceiling. Your chest pivoting towards your right knee. Now check orientation of your legs. Where's your right knee pointing? Make sure it's pointing outside. You might even pivot to the outside of your foot. What's the orientation of your back heel? Make sure it's pointing toward the sky or ceiling and not pivoting to the outside. Leg control here. Then step backwards into plank position. Draw the navel in. Big, strong core pose here. Breathe deeply. Try to relax the shoulders. Then exhale, chest down. Inhale, chest drawing up, whatever you want this to be. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice. Chest aiming towards the floor, crown of the head trying to touch the ground. Both middle fingers parallel. And then walk your right foot all the way to the middle and lift your left leg up. You want to make sure again to outward rotate the leg, not the hip too much. So the whole leg from the hip is rotating outwards. Feel that contraction on the inside of your left butt cheek so that your toes are pointing outwards. That whole leg is engaged and slightly turning outside. This will tone your butt, your lower back. This will be a great toning exercises for standing. Then step forward with your left leg, ground the right back foot 45 degrees. Then windmill up into warrior two position. Chest and hip are pointing into the same direction. Now check orientation of your knees. So your left knee, the front knee, Point slightly to the outside, so prevent this knee from falling in. Again, engage that inside of your left glute to pull the knee outwards. Same with the back leg. Strong foundation here into the heel and the outer arch. Very nice. Windmill back forward, pivoting back into low lunge so the heel comes up. Come back onto your toe mount. Right hand grabbing the floor. You might even grab your block here if you need it. And the left hand coming up to the sky or ceiling. Chest turning towards the front knee. Check knee position. Try to pivot with the upper body without affecting what your legs are doing. Try to relax your shoulders. Very nice. Then come back forward, step forward into forward fold, nose to the knee. Relax your upper body, your head and your neck, your arms, your shoulders. Release. Breathing deeply. And with the next inhale, bend the knees some, roll up into standing, draw the arms overhead, crown of the head reaching towards the sky or ceiling. And relax your shoulders. Very nice. We're going for one last round here. A big one. So we need a little bit of balance here. So some adventuring. Just do whatever feels good, however feels good. Remember, this is about leg control. So whatever happens, just take this as an exercise to see what your legs are doing, how they're behaving in different positions and asanas. And yeah, just check in and see what's happening. So here we go. Inhale, arms draw overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, come back into forward fold. Then bend the knees some and grab the floor, flat hands, stepping backwards into core plank. Wonderful. So these are full body functional exercises that we're doing. We're engaging the core. This is great core strength, making us stronger for anything we do. Pulling the navel in, and then with the next exhale, chest towards the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, push back into downward facing dog. This is starting to get better and better. Then march it, bring the left foot towards the middle and lift the right foot, the right leg into down dog split. Again, try to rotate that leg outwards. So you want to feel that contraction on the inside of your butt cheek towards your sacrum and your toes pointing slightly outwards. So the whole leg is rotating outwards. That's a great preparation for everything that we do standing. You will feel it, that you feel stronger in your legs. Then bend the knees, step forward. We're coming into triangle pose. So you do want to grab your block and bring the back foot a little bit closer so you feel comfortable in that triangle pose. And first anchor your right hand on the ground behind your knee, and then rotate your chest into the same direction as your hips. And only when your back is straight and your hand is in a comfortable position, then stretch the front leg out as much as you can or want. Now check in your legs. Make sure that both the front leg and the back leg are rotating out slightly. Give yourself that extra little notch of rotation, of engagement into those legs. Bring the heel down and the focus towards the outside. Very nice. Great triangle here. And this is not over. We're going to fly this. So we're coming with the weight onto the right leg. Bring your block forward a little bit so that you can have the block underneath your shoulder. And then slowly lift the back leg, maybe same height as your hips, maybe chest and hip are opening towards the front, and maybe your arm is even opening as well. Now, the secret sauce here really is the orientation and the grounding in your legs, both of the standing and of the flying leg. So you want to ground and slightly externally rotate your standing leg, yes, and the flying one. So both do an outward action, open the hips, contract those glutes, engage all the way into the heels, and that will make it easier. And then slowly stepping back into plank. You did it halfway through. Let's have a little vinyasa, just to do something that we're having all fours on the floor. Feels so good. Draw the navel in, core control, core strength. Exhale, chest down to the ground. Inhale, bring the chest up. Lifting the nose a little bit, slight back bend here if you can, and then exhaling into downward facing dog. Here we go. You all excited about that last round on the other side? I know I am. So let's see how that will be going. So march this with the feet. The right leg is coming towards the center. Left leg is flying up towards the sky. And already here we have a flying leg and a standing leg. This is almost half moon pose, but somehow with different parts of your body on the ground. So make sure you're already preparing mentally by rotating that flying leg outwards. Not the hip, just the leg. Upper thigh, lower leg, upper leg, lower leg. And your toes are slightly pointing outwards. That's a great one. And stepping forward with this left leg, a little bit closer together than you would for a lunge position. Put your block to the outside of your foot. Comfortably rest your left hand on the block. Then first turn your chest and hip into the same direction. Try to get your back as straight as possible, and only then stretch the front leg. And you can keep it slightly bent as I'm doing here. So there's no rule that always everything has to be fair and square and straight in yoga. It should feel good. So your shoulders are relaxed. You have your orientation in the crown of your head. You're grounded through the heels. You're outward rotating your legs. So both of your legs, remember, are turning and twisting out, grounding those heels. Wonderful. Want to fly this? Here we go. Last one, last exercise. So let's see what you got in yourself. Bring the block forward. Put the block just below the shoulder, and then lift the back leg, hip height if possible. Lift the arms. Lifting the arms is actually easy, I was told. In this position, try to release those shoulders and now externally rotate both legs. You will feel like a ballerina or a male dancer in this position. It should feel as if your hips really open and the weight can drop into the heel. That's the feeling we want to have. And then just step forward, come into forward fold, nose to the knee. Just let go of everything. Forget about everything, just release the shoulders, the neck, release everything. And then bend the knees, roll up into standing. Inhale, release those shoulders. And exhale. You can stay where you are. We're simply turning forward for this last little bit of standing and balance exercise, the tree pose. So you can bring your right foot up. Yes, we're mirroring you. So enjoy. Right foot comes up. Bring your foot to the inside of your left thigh. And now apply what you've learned about rotation of the legs. So the flying knee comes out, as well as the standing knee. The whole leg is turning outwards. Open those hips. And now open the chest, open the arms. Relax those shoulders. These are the last two exercises, I promise. Tree pose. And you can see we're so happy. This was our first one doing home yoga together. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's do the other side. your left leg is coming up. We're mirroring you. So left leg is coming up, foot comes to the inside of your thigh. Or lower leg, simply don't push against your knee. Then make sure to rotate your knee outwards, both of the flying and the standing leg. Drop into that heel. Drop into that standing heel. Just feel that weight dropping. Very good. Open arms, open the chest, release the shoulders. So good. And I think we did it. I guess we do. You can release this leg, shake it out, and just enjoy having both feet on the ground. Inhale, arms overhead, then bring both thumbs to the center of your chest, to your heart. Bowing, namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and see you all next time. Bye.